We're at Dalgety Bay Sailing Club on the 4th, and we're at the RS Feva Nationals. Some sunshine, a few rain showers, plenty of breeze, and lots of smiles actually from the sailors and the helpers. It was quite a buzz seeing that number of boats in Scotland for a national championship launching onto the 4th in the sunshine.
My name's Fynn Sterritt. I competed at the Paris Olympics last summer in the 49er class with James Peters. I grew up sailing not far from here on Loch Morlich, which is another couple of hours further north. But yeah, we're in Dalgety Bay for the RS Feva Nationals, and yes, beautiful day. We've had a little bit of rain come through, but mainly sun, nice and windy. Certainly pretty challenging conditions for everyone on the water today.
It's super to see Finn actually make an appearance, and he was around the dinghy park chatting to the young sailors. He's on the water just now actually with the regatta fleet, so maybe passing on a few thoughts and tips and skills to the young sailors. So it's really good for him to have made the time to come down to Dalgety.
I mean, I always loved sailing in Scotland. It was obviously an amazing place to grow up sailing. Spent many weekends, all around, the coast of Scotland, and yeah, it's a really nice feeling to come back and see, see the next generation, as it were, enjoying being out in the water. And yeah, as I say, we've got some spectacular places to sail. You don't have to go far. Inevitably, we do on the international circuit. But yeah, lovely to come home and see that it's still a really strong circuit up here in Scotland.
It's just brilliant to see this many boats turning up to an event like this in Scotland, and the facilities at Dalgety Bay, this slipway, is just a brilliant thing for the boats to be able to launch all together, and actually getting out into the 4th and getting out into the conditions out there. Can be choppy, wind against tide, but also we've had brilliant wind this weekend as well. So there's not many sports where you'll be out on your own and having to decide, should we go this way? Should we go that way? Should we go for this gust? Should we? I think, having to make decisions on your own at such a young age is such an advantage of sailing. And that's demonstrated massively here at the Feva Nationals.
Sometimes I like to call it an individualistic team sport, depending on what type of sailing that you do. But, it gives all these kids that independence. They go out, the race is completely their own. Some of them with the regatta fleet will have some coaches there to help them and guide them around the course if needed, but overall it's all on them. They don't get much outside interference when they're actually on the water and sailing, which is really nice, and you just see the difference when they've got all that time on the water, in their confidence, in their decision making, and yeah, in that sort of communication as well, especially with something like Feva's where you've got a helm and a crew.
I think it's one of the sports where you can get as much help around the edges as you want, but once you're on the water, it's you and your sailing partner, and you have to deal with everything that comes your way. And yeah, it was great to get out in the water this morning and watch some of the racing, watch some of the sailing, and even when it's not going well, you've got to make the right decisions, and even if it goes really badly or whatever and you end up capsizing, there's still decisions to be made. And yeah, it was great to see even sailors in those circumstances still with a smile on their face, still enjoying life. And yeah, I think it is a super unique sport, challenges you in many ways, and yeah, I've certainly benefited from that for sure. Gives you many skills for the rest of your life, I would say. Perhaps one of the unique aspects of sailing is so often such great community spirit. I think, like you say, people, places, communities, all super important. I think actually it's those three connected together actually that are really powerful.
I think this event actually sums up the strategy really well. There's the people are here, the sailors, the coaches, the volunteers, the club members. The place is special. It's a superb venue. They've got brilliant facilities, and the community that's around the RS Feva community is buzzing, really good. So it really does sum up that people, places, communities action plan that we have.